It is the absolute best time here on the Rancho. It is harvest time. Stay tuned. We got a busy day today here on the Urban Homestead, Santa Rosa, California. Welcome to the Rancho.
Waiting on the day when we don't feel the same. We've come a long way. Don't ever let it change. No matter where we go.
And welcome in once again, everybody, to the Rancho here in Santa Rosa, California, right in the heart of the city. Truly an urban homestead. You hear a lot of noise here. You hear a lot of emergency services vehicles running around. I tell you, there's never a quiet moment because it's a very densely populated area of Santa Rosa with a lot of apartment complexes and a lot of people. With the rented things, people double and triple up, and it just makes it kind of kooky sometimes around here. But this is a little piece of oasis right here in the middle of all this noise. I would say a nice green spot. Yeah, it's kind of green, but remember, here in California we don't get rain from like mid-April until December, so everything tends to brown out. That's why we need to have extensive irrigation. Today we have some things that we want to get accomplished. Let's talk about them and let's get to work. Boy, oh boy, you can sure tell that this plum tree exploded this year, so we're going to be cutting this back a lot today. But first we need to harvest. I think we're going to be trying to cut back the peach tree too. It is spent. It has had a terrific production this year. Still a straggler or two on the tree, and boy are these delicious. Still so juicy inside, absolutely wonderful. So there's a lot of plums up there. These are the elephant heart variety, so we want to get at it and start picking those. I have my box with me. You should really have a shoulder bag, what they call a harvest bag. It looks like an open sling, and you put your harvest into that. It's a lot better than doing a box, but we will deal with it. Quite a few up here. How do I know they're ripe? Because they're starting to hit the ground here. And well, I'm starting to step on it too. I don't really want to do that. So let's get cracking. We got some harvesting to do. Some of these are going to be a little hard to reach. You can see these are really good sized plums. Pop them into the box. They are really like the perfect plum. Wait till you see inside of one of these. Don't go anywhere at the end. We're going to open one of these babies up, and you are going to see the plum of plums. Here's some more down here. Let's grab that. Trying not to shake the branch too much so I don't drop them. You can see them. Got a pretty good haul going already. Pretty looking plum, man. And so I'm gonna move the ladder and let's keep rolling. Plenty more where these came from. worked out well too is this peach tree found support by leaning over on the Valencia orange tree, which was perfect. So I didn't have one broken branch this year. Yeah, there's plenty plums on here. Gotta get some of these, high boys. Let's test our shot. Good shot. These still have a pretty tough skin on them. That's good. You don't want to pull them when they're overripe, then you have problems. I'm going to shift the ladder over to this side. Whew, wow, gotta be careful on the ladder. I think I got the ones that I can get pretty easily. Now I have my clips with me, my clippers. I'm gonna go ahead and really reduce the size of this whole thing by about half. Now, why would I do that? Well, number one, it makes the structure much stronger going into the future. When you have something like a peach tree, and you're just starting out and growing it, you're very excited the first time you see the blossoms and you get the peaches, and then what happens is you'll usually crack some branches because the structure of the tree is not strong enough to hold it. So we want to always have a very strong structure. Like at worst here, this thing was just laying down this season on top of the Valencia, and that's fine, but we're going to be cutting this a lot now. We want to keep these relatively low, so we're not overstressing the trees and producing so much fruit that it can't be properly used. All right, so there we go. Look at that box. That's a good 25 pounds of super prime plums here. And like I said, at the end, we're going to take a real ripe one, like this job right here. And you're just not going to believe how juicy and how great they look. Look at that baby seeping juice right now. How about that? I've continued to add peaches here. Peaches, plums. And you can see the amount of green that I have cut down. But we want to definitely keep these very manageable so that they play well with other trees. We don't want a great intermingling. And these will grow back bushier than ever next spring. But we have to keep these topped out to keep the size good. You can see what one tree's already produced. So I guess we're up to about 30 pounds of plums right now. So more to be cut back. Let me keep working on it. Probably you can see how nicely that's cut back, and it's maintaining its good shape. Taking off a lot of branches here. Like I say, the stronger you can make these trees, the better, because they have very weak plum branches are very brittle and they break very easily. But I'm pretty happy with that. I just have to keep working on the backside now to bring that down a bit too, and get this one shaped up, and cut some of the crossing branches down here. And then I think it will be good to get a grind paw going and get this stuff ground up and generally clean up this area. We also need to cut out some of the suckers that are growing from the bases. So I'm going to try to move the ladder back here now and get this all cut in here and over here. Here's the view from the other side. You can see that this one especially has really been brought down a lot. Not much more to do on the other one, but maybe another 15 minutes or so. We'll be able to call it good, and then just do a little bit of micro pruning, and these will have a chance to heal themselves before the winter rains comes. Some people prune after the leaves have dropped and everything, but I've had much better success by doing it after the harvest. That way they have the chance to produce the sap the sap that heals the cuts. I think we're pretty much in the home stretch. I'm really happy about the way these are putting into, they're being shaped like a vase, like with an open middle here, and that's exactly the way that these type of trees, peaches, plums, nectarines should be. So you get sunlight to the interior of the tree, and that's very important for getting really decent fruit. So a few more cuts, we should be ready to go in theory. So far so good. I'm being careful on the ladder, of course, as you should always be. Don't step too high on a ladder. Okay, welcome back everybody. I'm just basically on doing cleanup. I might cut this branch back a little bit here. This one will probably go crazy at the top there if I don't, but yeah, this makes me feel so good to open this up now and let a lot of sunshine come in to heal the cuts. I have a little more to do over on this tree, but once I rake it out, you're going to be surprised how opened it up, how this pruning and cutting really opened up the area over here. Also over here, as per usual, we're building a nice big giant grind pile. You know what we're going to do with that? We'll be rolling some music and grinding her up. Whew. Just catching my breath here. That's nicely raked out now. And airflow, you wouldn't think of it, but airflow is very important in orchards. It helps keep disease down by drying surface water, and in case it rains, letting the rain dry a little more quickly. But doesn't this look great now? I'll cut back, and this will help it be bushy, and it'll be a manageable height. Probably do one more cut up here, or else that'll grow kind of weird there, so I'll take the saw and grab that before the end of the day. And over here I'm getting all these weeds because I didn't even notice here. I have like a I don't know what's going on here. I got some kind of, looks like a break there or something. So, water is a very precious thing, so we don't want to waste it here. Oh, that's for doggone sure. So I'm gonna get something to cap that. And we should be good. Lock that in place, make sure that doesn't get run over. Alright. And we come to the pièce de résistance. Can you believe all that? From that orchard. Alright, let's get going. We got one last project. I'm still cutting up some of this stuff. We need to get rid of some of these suckers and throw them on the grind pile here. I said they sap a lot of energy from the tree. Look at how far up this one came. Right. No way, shape, or form is that going to bear anything that you would want to eat. It's a good chance to get spiked up on that really well. That's what the wild rootstock does. Puts things like that up. So we're going to double check around, make sure we don't have any other root stocks. We hope we got another one back there. Look at the back there, how thick that one is. We're going to get that one too. All right. Throw it right on the grind pile. Look at this. This saps so much. Look at this thing. It's crazy. Alright, it's got to go bye-bye. You never escape this kind of work without giving up a little bit of blood, that's for sure. One of those spikes flew up and got me on there, but they have to be taken care of. They have to be removed. They're really not good for the tree. But look at this, guys. What a difference. What a difference in maintaining an orchard to get that all cleared out in there. I'll tell you what, I could not be happier. Little cactus are happy. They're getting more light here. Whew. But as promised, let's get one of these delicious plums and enjoy it up on the back deck there, okay? Time to celebrate a nice hard day's work right now. And this will disintegrate. This will be good for the soil here to get this all broken down. Whew. You happy? Happy to be punching the clock? Let's get a plum and get on the back deck. There's one of them sliced open, and they're so juicy and so delicious. They're like a purple red, and they're just so much better than any other plum. I think delicious. So let me do a little taste test, and we'll have a little wrap up final words. Work hard, play hard, right? On the Rancho. Let's try it. This is If I was going to put in one variety of Japanese plum, it would be the elephant heart plum, because just that beautiful deep red purple color, and then the flavor is everything that you hoped that it would be. That is, plum harvest is completed, and we have the plum trees, and the peach tree is pruned. They're pruned. And I couldn't be happier, because that's a lot of work to grind that up. I'll be giving a lot of these, donating a lot of these plums and things. So I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit the bell for all notifications. We're always doing the coolest stuff here on the Rancho. And well, coming up this week is no exception. We're going to be canning our homegrown Rancho tomatoes here on this urban homestead, what I call homesteading in the hood here. So thanks so much for watching. Your comments are welcome below. Do you have a favorite plum variety? Let me know, or a favorite tomato variety, or anything that you especially enjoy having in summertime that really tells you this is summer. Thanks so much, everybody, and I will see you on the next video.